But you're such a lover girl, hey?
I
Like from what I've
am.
seen, like you're such a lover girl.
I really
You know?
am.
And the $1,000,000 question right now is, are you in a relationship?
I don't know if I should name them all.
Ooh, what actually caused that trauma?
I honestly think that I was really doing some healing and inner soul searching, but I ended up with like this guy. He traumatized me seriously. Like, I can't believe people like that exist. Like, it's so scary. It's
What
so
did he
scary. Like,
do?
just like, like narcissists. You know,
Okay.
if you've ever encountered like a narcissist,
I get
you know, like, and I think I encountered the final boss of all of them.
That one was the one that was like,
That
I'm
one-
going to send you straight to healing.
Yo.
Like, from today, you will stop dating.
He was literally like character development. Like, you need character
That's
development.
crazy.
I think a lot of my past trauma stems from like a lot of like, deaths that I've encountered, like close family deaths, friends. Just like, that abandonment, because like when someone leaves your life, like unknowingly you keep like this attachment. So it's like trying to get over like not having any closure and relationships, trauma, abuse, like, just so many things. Because sometimes, you look at people and you're like, wow, like, I wonder where she gets her light from.
True.
But it's from all the dark that you have to go through in order to get your light.
What's up, babies? Welcome back to yet another episode on the 21st Century podcast. And today, we're obviously at the Femi couch, known as Ole's couch or the ocean couch. Today, I'm locked in with the stunning vocalist, all-around entertainer. She's just jaw-dropping, absolutely jaw-dropping. And you probably know her from the Love Island South Africa show or from her absolutely beautiful social media posts. I am locked in today with the beautiful Carter Najar. Welcome, girl.
Thank you.
How are you
for having me.
feeling?
I'm so excited, but I'm also kind of nervous. But I feel like I get like that on all of my, like, whenever I have to speak, because I sometimes just speak too much.
Really? All right, I'm glad you're excited. So before we get into the actual interview, I want to do a bit of an icebreaker.
Okay.
Just to make sure that we good. Ready?
I'm ready.
All right, so this is Love Island edition.
Yo. Jess.
But let's go. So first and first, what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you pretty much this person versus this person. So who would you pick between those people? Who do you find most attractive and why?
Ooh,
Are we good? Okay, so
Okay.
first things first.
Okay.
Libo versus Assad.
Yo.
And why?
Yo, guys, ish, yo, shit. I'm gonna have to go with Assad.
Why?
Because he's my friend.
Who do you find attractive? Not who are you tied with, who's your friend?
Oh, who I find attractive.
Yes.
Yo,
Like who you'd
What if
hang
both
with?
of them?
Pick one.
Yo. Okay, I'm gonna have to go. I'll have to. Yeah.
Come on, girl.
I'm having PTSD. It's like I'm on Love Island all over again. Okay, if I had to choose, I would choose Libo.
Why?
I just think like Libo is just, he's so attractive. Like I think he's the way he carries himself but but I can't even choose. Like I can't choose.
You already chose Libo, it's fine. Next. The next question. You have like 2 more to go, so.
Okay,
The next one is Xavier or Ross. She's obviously gonna pick Ross.
I'm obviously gonna pick Russ. Let's be
Why?
for real. Cause he's so fine.
Sure. I mean, he is, but sure. That's your reason.
That's my reason.
Sure. Anyway, last one, Ian or Chris?
Chris.
What was that like really difficult for you? Was that
Not-
rocket science?
well,
It wasn't rocket science. I would say Ian because I feel like
Really?
more on like the intellectual scale
Okay, fair enough.
because he was very informed about a lot of things.
You can
Like he
see
was
that my type is just
beauty.
pretty guys.
Okay, thank you so much for that. That was pretty fun. So on to your background, like upbringing in general. So I believe that with all of these ambitions and all of, the vibes that you have and everything that we see on social media, you imagine that you're from a very supportive family. Is that the case for you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Like, I think I actually come from a really, really like solid, like stable household. I would say that my mom, she used to be so strict. My mom used to be so strict. You know, Indian parents, like if anyone's watching this, like y'all know Indian parents. I had an 8 p.m. curfew.
Hectic.
I couldn't even go for the 8 p.m. movie. I had to go for the 5 o'clock movie so I could be home by 8. But anyways, I grew up, like, she was very strict in the beginning. I guess, like, that's, like, everyone with daughters or whatever. But, yeah, like, she's very supportive. She's been so supportive my whole career with schooling, my sister. Like, we're all a family of creatives. So as much as,
lovely.
like, there's business aspects, there's also this huge creative aspect as well. So I think that's definitely where I get it from. But overall, I'm so grateful to have like the support structure that I have from my family.
I was actually going to touch on that. How would you say having a supportive family has pretty much given you confidence to tap into all of these different industries?
I think that when the people you love actually support you and want to see you grow, it's almost like you owe something to them, because you're like, you know what, like, she really believed in me. Like, I'm going to do my best at this so that I can, show her, like, that this is actually what I want to do. And I'm doing it not only for myself, like, for others as well.
Yeah.
Because, your family is very important.
True. And then to touch on your siblings, you mentioned that you're a family of creatives. Yeah. So which industries are they into?
So my sister is in fashion.
Okay.
She is amazing at fashion. She's a stylist. She's a content creator, influencer. And my mom, she does business, and she's amazing at it as well. She does human resources.
Oh, nice.
She's incredible. She's so smart, but she's also an author. So she writes books and like empowering books. It's really, really so cool. And then you get me, who's like literally everything under the sun, like dancing, everything.
How you dance, girl? A couple of moves and stuff. I love that. I love that. And I can imagine, with all of these different hats in the family, you're never restricted to be confined to a specific career.
Yes.
You can absolutely just like tap into whatever, and you know that, as long as I try and see if it works, if it doesn't, then on to the next.
100%.
I love that. So now on to Love Island and relationships. So, girl, why did you enter Love Island?
Honestly, I really just entered Love Island because I wanted to grow my brand. Like,
You're not looking for love.
Well, I had to like audition and say I'm looking for love. Yeah. But I was just going on to be like, I really want to grow my brand. I want to get my name out there, because I actually really wanted to do music from the get-go. So I was like, I really need to do something.
An opportunity.
Yes. And people were tagging me in it, and I was like,
fine.
I'll enter. And I literally entered on the last day of applications. Yeah.
All right,
it was
then.
So fun.
All right. So when you got into the house, I believe you were a bombshell.
Yes.
Yeah. So being a bombshell obviously means like you come in when everyone's like already settled, right? Yes. Did you have your eye on anyone specific, or were you just like, I'm gonna wing it when I get in?
I won't lie. My first choice.
Yeah. It's okay, girl. It's been years.
My first choice was Libo. I went onto the show, and I was like, okay, first choice will be Libo. Yeah. I think my second choice was Assad, and then my third choice was Xavier.
Okay.
Or I don't even know. I think they might have been like, but I just know those were my top three.
Yeah.
But I didn't know how I was gonna do it. I didn't know what was gonna happen. I was just like,
whatever happens.
I was stressing. I was like, what if no one likes me? Because like so many things go through your mind.
True, I get you. Yeah. So actually, I want to touch on that because I'm currently watching Love Island UK, right? And we obviously have like background on how these shows work.
Yes.
When you got into the house, were you afraid that you were gonna step on some toes? Because you know the phrase, you're here for Love Island and not Friendship Island. So were you afraid that you owed certain people loyalty? Or you were just like, I'm going to go for my man. Like, I'm going to go for whoever I'm trying to be with.
So, I knew that I was going to go onto the show and step on toes. Come on, I'm a bombshell.
Yeah.
Like, people can't possibly expect me to come in and be like,
hey girl, how you doing?
Angel.
Yeah.
Impossible. So, I had to do what needed to be done.
Yeah. And did you step on toes?
I did step on some
I
toes.
did it.
I did.
Whose toes did you step on?
Ish, Millie. But you know, like,
Ooh.
it was unintentional, honestly. Like, I wasn't like, you know what, I'm
Today.
gonna go after her. Like, it was not intentional. It was just, we're playing the game. So, may the best man win, you know?
And how did that affect your relationship outside of the house?
So in the house, I would say we had to tolerate each other. Outside of the house, surprisingly, like Millie and I got very close.
Yeah.
Especially after my breakup with Xavier. We got super, super close and like we were in Dubai together.
Oh, lovely.
Like it was crazy. I think we were young and I don't know, there's like compared to the person I was when I was doing Love Island compared to now, it's like
two different people.
Worlds apart.
Yeah, I get that. So you mentioned your breakup. Girl, I'm sure we obviously all follow social media. We followed the show. We saw that none of the couples are together at the moment. What actually happened between you and Xavier?
Yo, dude, you know, honestly, when people actually ask me this, I don't even know what to say.
Yeah.
Because when you're in love, it's like very rare that you know, like you don't see the end of a relationship. Like you're just focusing on the present. And sometimes you don't really know where things go wrong.
Yeah.
It's so wild because like things were good and then things were bad.
Yeah.
So it's so crazy because I don't even know where it like shifted.
Yeah.
But I also feel like we were young and he was really insecure and I know what I wanted in a partner. And I think I was also wrong for a lot of the things that I did. But yeah, and there was an age gap and I put a lot of pressure on him and it was just, I don't know, I feel like we were in different times.
Yeah.
And I wasn't prepared to like grow with him. Like I was just, I want a final product.
Yeah.
You know, like,
I actually want to ask, do you think the pressure that you put on him was in any form monetary?
yeah. Yeah.
Girl.
Yeah.
For sure. Okay, girl.
Yeah. No, sure. And I felt bad because I don't know. I guess, I don't know. I was just young. I didn't know what I wanted. And I just felt like I was just doing too much.
Yeah.
Like, I was constantly like in my masculine energy because I was like just in survival mode.
True.
So it was just like unpleasant. Like I just didn't feel like I was being led
100%.
properly.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I get you. And then when it comes to, you know, relationships in general, you know, you're from the south of Joburg. And when I tell people I'm from the south, it's always, ooh, red flag, red flag.
Ish.
But you're such a lover girl, hey?
I am.
Like from what I've seen, like you're such a lover girl.
I really
You
am.
know? And the $1 million question right now is, are you in a relationship? Come on. Come on.
I wish I was. I'm kidding. Like, I'm not in a relationship, but I'm so happy single.
Yeah.
Yo, I swear, like, I'm traumatized.
Yeah.
Like, yo, I can't even tell you. I am so traumatized. I just, ik kan niet. Like,
Ik is klaar.
anyone, I'm just like.
Bye. What would you say actually led to that? Because if I remember correctly from your social media posts, we see a lot of relationships, you know, like after coming out of the house, it was date nights, it was elevator snaps, going to Durban, Cape Town, whatever, and just like travel, like you're such a lover. So what actually caused that trauma?
Yo, I honestly think that I was really doing some healing and inner soul searching, but I ended up with like this guy, he traumatized me seriously. Like I can't believe people like that exist. Like it's so scary. It's
What
so
did he
scary.
do?
Like just like, you know, like narcissists. You know, if you've ever encountered like a narcissist,
I get you.
you know, like and I think I encountered the final boss of all of them.
That one was the one that was like, I'm gonna send you straight to healing.
Yo.
Like from today, you will stop dating.
He was literally like character development. Like you need character
That's
development.
crazy.
Yeah, so after him, like I'm just like,
It's a wrap, baby.
yeah, because
I get you. And then you actually mentioned insecurity. in relation to your ex.
Yes.
How important is it for you to be with someone that's confident? Because I mean, you post beautiful snaps, you be in bikinis, you be traveling the world, doing the absolute most. So how important is it to be with someone that's secure in themselves?
I feel like it's so important for me to thrive off someone that is secure, a man that's secure in themselves. And I don't mean secure as only, being confident. Yeah, you're secure in the bag as well.
Yeah.
Like, I just want someone that's able to take care of me, lead.
Yeah.
Like, men don't understand that, like, they have to lead their woman in order to get, like, the best version of them. So I really just want someone that's, like, able to be secure in themselves, confident, and kind of like, go, babe, like, do your thing.
Yeah.
And not like, oh,
What are you doing?
why,
What are you wearing?
Why do you have to be at studio till
Yeah, why?
11?
Who's there?
Like,
Yeah.
where are you going? Where's your location? Like, no, like, I'm so over the toxic. I don't want that. Like,
I get you.
I do not want toxic. I'm just like, I want peace.
And just to be happy.
Yes. Like, who wants to live in constant anxiety?
Like,
Yo.
but yeah, girl, enough with the traumatic chats.
Yeah.
Let's get into your music. Let's get into what you're passionate about, what you love, what you've been doing. And, first and foremost, I want to say, I'm trying to tell you that I'm not your type. Hey, but first of all, I want to ask, was that song dedicated to anyone in specific? Cara. Oh, what? My sister.
Listen, okay.
Were you subbing someone?
I don't know if I should name them all.
Ooh,
I'm kidding. So, actually, the song was written after, my public breakup on Love Island. Because, I'm not going to lie. It was hurtful. It was so hurtful. And I had no other outlet to kind of, express myself. And my friends were, like, just so tired of me. They were like, again.
Aye, girl, we heard you.
Literally. So, yeah, I used music as an outlet. And the song was actually... it was a process. It was a process. But yeah, it was basically for my Love Island ex.
Okay.
Even though it was recorded 2 years ago,
yeah.
I literally only dropped it this year because I was so distracted in love. So
we're gonna get to that.
Oh.
When did you actually when did you discover that you have pipes, that you can sing? Like, when did you
I think I was in grade 9 and one of my sister's like friends introduced me to like a studio and a guitar, and I've always, like, since I was small, like, I used to ask my mom for a piano for Christmas, even though, like, I was I was young, and I used to ask Santa for a piano. Yeah, every year I'm waiting 25th of September. 25th of December, I'm like, where is my piano? So since I was young, like, I've always loved like keyboard, piano, like music has, I don't know, it's just always like,
been within you. Yeah.
And I think it was in grade 9 or grade 10, we were just playing around, we were just like playing guitar, and like someone was on like keyboard, and then I was like, let me like, let me
sing.
And everyone was like,
girl, what do you mean?
We gonna make some money.
Yeah.
Like, that's probably what I was going through there.
Yeah.
So it was really, really, it was so cool because I was like, damn, this is like something I've always wanted to do. Like, this is like little girls' dreams, you know? I was like, I can actually sing, and then, it's, since then, it's been
That's
history.
Great. So what was the first step actually that you took after you realized that I got a voice?
So I actually initially wanted to go into acting.
Oh, lovely.
So I studied acting, writing, producing, animation, and music.
Okay.
At AFDA. And then I was so sure I was going to go take a gap year, go to LA, like get into... But it does not work like that here.
Yeah.
It does not work like that. So I just had to accept defeat. And I was like, you know what? Like, let me try work my magic here in Joburg, in South Africa. And I started doing so many things for TV, adverts.
Oh, nice.
I was just like, let me get to an agency. That was my first step. I was like, let me get signed.
Yeah.
Let's see like how far I can take this. Like, I wanted to grow before I started releasing music, because I know with music you really have to have a good fan base. So started with adverts, then did music videos, then did ads in between, then yeah, just everything has been entertainment. I think like now and then I like frayed away from it.
Yeah.
Like I did a clothing brand and then did influencing on the side, but that was all to like fund
I
like
get
what I
you.
wanted to do, you know? Yeah.
All right, lovely. And then with music, usually with an artist, you need to venture into different things, see what works for you, do a bit of soul searching.
So true.
Did you always know that this would be your type of sound, or did you have to like discover something else first and then?
So, I think when I first started making music properly, I knew that I wanted to do Afro. Because I was like, you know, Africa, like we're on the map, like everyone wants to, you know, start exploring Africa. And this was like long ago. Like I started doing this type of sound like forever ago. And type isn't actually the sound that I would say I really want to go for.
Okay.
It's just type is one of the greatest songs I think I've ever like worked on vocally as well. I think I was just so good on that song vocally. But I also love R&B because a lot of my inspiration stems from like Aaliyah, Toni Braxton, Jennifer Lopez, Nicole Scherzinger. Like I love the early 2000s artists.
Yeah.
So I really, really want to try and like bring back like old school R&B where we actually sang about love and like, you know, being...
You know what I'm
like, just
saying? Like 90s love
like
and stuff.
love
I
and-
get you.
Yeah.
I was going to tap into that actually. I looked you up on Apple Music, and you know how at the bottom they show you and like compare you to different artists as far as your
Yes.
sound is concerned.
Yes.
So would you say that you're actually like connected to or part of the same classification as your Thames, your Summer Walker? Because those are the people that they compare your sound to.
Wow.
Yeah, girl, you knew that. Don't act
No,
surprised.
I really
Come
didn't know
on,
that.
bye.
No, seriously, I really didn't know that. Please believe me.
Yeah, did they compare you to Tim, Summer Walker? That's the vibe.
That's so interesting.
Would you say that's where you draw your inspiration from, or would you say?
I definitely think a lot of my inspo comes from Tim's, Aerostar, yeah, like Tyler.
Yeah,
Their style is so unique and just like, I really, really just love the early 2000s. Like if I could just copy and paste someone from the early 2000s here, like I would copy and paste them directly onto me. Because I literally love it so much.
Yeah. So if you had advice for someone who actually wants to start up a career in music but doesn't know where to start, how would you go about that?
So I would first say, you know, save up and like get a little studio just so you can play around with sounds and vocals. But another piece of advice I would also give just for any musician, just generally, don't compare yourself. Do not compare yourself to where somebody else is. Just because somebody else is up there getting Oscars or getting Grammys and getting this doesn't mean that you're not going to get it. It just means
just
not
not
your
now.
time. It's not right now, but it will happen in future. So just don't compare yourself, because once you start comparing yourself.
I get you. I want to touch on the fact that you mentioned you got a bit distracted with your music because of relationships. How did your relationships impact your music? Because that's like part of who you are. You know, music is part of your day-to-day life. How did they get in the way of that?
I think when I'm in love, when I'm in love, I am in love.
Yeah.
Like I get consumed with love. Like I want like to be with my person all the time. Inside me, in my skin, like literally. So I think that I was kind of stopping myself because I was just over like compensating. Like I would just give my relationships 200%, and sometimes I wouldn't even get like even 10% back. And
that's the problem.
Yeah, like I had to break certain cycles, trauma cycles, had to do a lot of healing and to get here to where I'm focused. But I feel like if I dropped music like in the past 2 years where I was in relationships, I don't know. I don't think I would have been fully committed to it, and I don't think it would have done as well as it is.
I get you. So you definitely believe that, you have to go through all of these experiences in order to reach your peak.
Girl, unfortunately, you have to go through so many downs, because then you're going to appreciate the ups.
100%. Where would you actually say all of that past trauma stems from? Because you mentioned you had to do a lot of healing and just,
I think a lot of my past trauma stems from like a lot of like, deaths that I've encountered, like close family deaths, friends, just like, that abandonment, because like when someone leaves your life, like unknowingly you keep like this attachment. So it's like trying to get over like not having any closure, and relationships, trauma, abuse, like, just so many things. Because sometimes, you look at people and you're like, wow, like, I wonder where she gets her light from.
True.
But it's from all the dark that you have to go through in order to get your light.
Oh, that's deep, girl.
Yeah, Aish.
But yeah, I'm glad that, you use that to fuel the music, and you've also just taken time to work on that and ensure that you're good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, girl, enough with all of that stuff. Let's get into social media.
Yes.
So, guys, like I mentioned, she's an all-round entertainer. Not just the music and all of that, or TikTok and whatever. She's doing very well, actually. I see social media brand work. Just run us through all of that.
Oh my gosh, I have so much going on right now. But social media, I'm just like doing everything. I have like, I don't even know where to begin.
Okay, I'll break it down for you,
Okay.
right? So I see you ripping Fashion Nova at the moment, right? And you've also
Yes.
done some other work with other brands. How did you get into the whole Fashion Nova piece?
So I think that when I started growing online, people started recognizing me for my fashion and my style. And a friend of mine who owns like a very well-renowned influencer agency, she was like, let me manage you. Let me get you like
nice.
deals. And I was like,
Right.
silence. So yeah, she's been my manager for my brand deals, and sometimes they just like reach out to me as well. So I'm just so blessed and so grateful. I work with Fashion Nova, for Opali.
Oh,
Yo,
girl.
where like yo.
I get you. I get you.
I'm so blessed.
So how important is it to have a manager? Not just with social media, but just your brand holistically as an artist, as a performer, and all of that.
So important. I cannot even stress. It's so important to have a manager. Like, I promise you, I think we share a brain cell, because like it's just so much easier having a manager.
True.
Like, they just know how to do things, how to set things up. And it's just so convenient. Like, sometimes I can leave my brain at home and he's like, okay, so we need to do this. And I'm like,
I get you. Yeah. And then earlier on when we spoke, you mentioned TikTok.
yes.
Do you feel like TikTok is like the new age, BBM? Because back then BBM was like is that like the leading platform that you believe in the future is going to be dominating the entire media space?
So I think right now TikTok is like where it's at.
Yeah.
I also think that it's because like as a generation, I think that our attention spans are getting like lower and lower, and like TikTok has such short videos. So it's like it's going to continue like just doing really well because of how like society's kind of shaped our minds. So I think TikTok will do well in that aspect. But I do think that a new social media will be on the rise. I do think so, because as much as TikTok is it's oversaturated now.
True.
There's so many creators on TikTok, like just like how it was on Vine. Then it turned into Musically, then it was TikTok, like, like there's so many different things like always coming and going.
Yeah.
So I'm actually interested to see where TikTok
That's
goes.
true. I think for me, you see how Instagram just keeps reinventing itself. Like it
that's
went
true.
from they pretty much become competitors.
That's
You
true.
know, like Instagram used to focus solely on image content, and now it's ventured into the whole video footage. The same, you understand,
So
reels.
true.
YouTube also went into shorts, just to compete, like you also mentioned, with the other platforms,
Yeah.
and to ensure that they cater for people with short attention spans.
It's
So it's
so
great that they
crazy,
keep
actually.
reinventing themselves, just to keep up with the times, study what happens,
Yeah.
don't lose touch with reality and how people are moving right
That's
now.
so true.
So yeah, girl, we're gonna close up right now.
Yay.
But before we do,
Yes.
you're a vocalist.
Oh no. Please.
Are you not? Am I lying? Are you calling me a liar?
Yes, I am.
Are you calling me? Are you calling me a liar?
What are you gonna make me
My
do?
sister, please. I want you. Are you good at like freestyles?
No.
Come on.
I actually am not.
Do you have to get in the studio and write a song for years
I have
before
to
you?
smoke up.
Oh,
No, really, I'm not good at freestyles,
no.
but I
Today,
can try.
yes. Today we're gonna put that to the test.
Okay.
We're gonna put you on the spot.
Okay.
Right, so if you had to like freestyle a young track there.
Okay, let me sing the second verse.
Okay.
Into chorus. How does the second verse go? I wanna scream and shout. What's all the commotion about? Why won't you listen to me when I say I'm not what you needed? Why would you beg me and plead, but you know I'm already leaving? Look at you scream and shout. Baby boy, let it out.
Girl, that's
Okay.
amazing. Your sound is, it's definitely giving those Tyler.
Girl, that was so
Tibbs,
bad.
no, but
But
I can
thank
hear
you.
the core of the sound. I can definitely associate it with those artists. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
And you're about to go far. I just need you not to get
hope.
distracted. I need you to be in that bag. I need you to leave men alone.
No,
and
believe
just
me, you
focus.
don't have to tell me that. You don't have to tell
and
me.
just focus. But you're doing pretty amazing. You know, just
Thank
stay
you.
consistent. Keep doing what you're doing. I heard you're also going to be dropping a music video soon. You're starting to shoot next week for Type, actually. And that's amazing. I want to see those visuals. I want to see what's about to happen.
I can't wait to share it. But I appreciate you. Thank you, Ole, for having me.
Thank you for coming. Do you have any
so-
final words?
Any final words?
For your supporters, for
I
people watching, what's
just-
coming up in your life? What are you about to do?
I just want to say that I cannot wait
Yeah.
to share the Type visuals. It's going to be amazing, and there's so much more coming. You guys don't understand. I wish I could share, but I know there's some haters out there.
Ugh, they can't stop your shine, girl. They could never
Y'all
stop your
could
shine.
never.
Ever.
So
But
yeah.
yeah, thank you so much for coming,
Thank
babe.
you.
Where can people find you? Social media platforms.
I am literally on every single known platform to man.
Okay, Facebook.
Okay.
I started with Facebook because I'm like, no
Okay.
to man. Okay, Facebook.
Maybe not Facebook. Okay, I'll just name the ones I am on.
Okay.
So you guys can find me on TikTok at The Real Dopest and on Instagram at Najar with a double R. That's it.
Girl, you said no to man. But anyway.
I'm on LinkedIn too.
Thank you so much for pulling up, and thank you so much to the viewers for pulling up once again. Don't forget to share this video, subscribe, like, and to turn the notification bell on. Catch you on the next video.